আপনারা জানেন দেশের কি অবস্থা। আজকে দেশে সামরিক আইন চলছে 81-24 মার্চ। এই দেশে নাই মানুষের কোনো মৌলিক অধিকার, নাই বেঁচে থাকার অধিকার, নাই বাক স্বাধীনতা, নাই সাংবাদিকতার স্বাধীনতা। সেই থেকে দেশে চলছে রাজনৈতিক অস্থিতিশীলতা, অরাজকতা।
That was Sheikh Hasina in 1983. 2 years before delivering that speech, she was living in exile in India. New Delhi gave her asylum in 1975. This was soon after her father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was assassinated. And that's how old and deep Sheikh Hasina's connection with India is. You could say her career in politics began here in India. Hasina was elected the president of a party, the Awami League, while she was in exile in India. And she still holds that position. She's still the party leader. 41 years after her entry into politics, Sheikh Hasina is back in India and she's dealing with dramatically different circumstances and challenges. In the 1980s, she was trying to free Bangladesh from martial law. Her country has come a long way since then. Today's Bangladesh is a confident nation. It is a democracy and an economic powerhouse. But Dhaka is also dealing with significant challenges like depleting foreign reserves, stalled exports and a range of shortages. From oil to electricity, all of this threatens Sheikh Hasina's legacy as the longest-serving leader of Bangladesh. So she's turning to an old ally to steady the ship. Sheikh Hasina is betting on India. So what is her agenda? What are the expectations on both sides? How does New Delhi see this visit? We'll discuss all of this and more. We'll start with the schedule. She landed in New Delhi this morning. It's a 4-day visit. The last time she came was in 2019. That was before the pandemic. Here's what she did today. She visited the Nizamuddin Dargah in Delhi. It is the mausoleum of Sufi saint Khwaja Nizamuddin Aulia. It's an important pilgrimage site for Muslims. Then she met India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. He called on her. Tomorrow there will be bilateral engagements. Hasina will meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. There are two reasons why she has undertaken this journey to New Delhi. One is politics, the other is economics. Let's break down the first one first, politics. Hasina is trying to drum up support at home. The India visit is part of a bigger plan. Sheikh Hasina is making an international outreach. She will hold a series of diplomatic interactions in the coming weeks and months. India is the first stop. Later this month, she'll head to New York for the UN General Assembly, the UNGA. This will be followed by visits to major global capitals. Now, this is all in the run-up to the general election. Bangladesh goes to polls in 2023, and ahead of that election, Sheikh Hasina seems to be consolidating her position. Will she come back for a record 5th term? It's hard to say at this point, but international engagements will definitely boost her image at home. So that's the politics. Now to the economics. Dhaka has hit a rough patch. Global economic instability is hurting the country. There's a shortage of oil. Dhaka is unable to import the energy it needs. In July, it imposed power cuts too. In the same month, Bangladesh also moved the International Monetary Fund. What for? For a bailout. Bangladesh is the third South Asian country to seek an IMF loan. Sri Lanka was the first, Pakistan the second. So obviously there were questions. Is Bangladesh too staring at an economic collapse or a crisis of some sort? Sheikh Hasina says that's not the case. Listen to this.
Yes, there are some people, they raise this issue, oh, Bangladesh will be Sri Lanka, this and that. But I can ensure, no, that will not happen, because all our development plan, what we prepare and we implement, always we see that what would be the return, how people will be beneficiary. Otherwise, I don't take any project with just spending money, no.
So Dhaka's request is out of an abundance of caution, she says. It wants the money to stabilize its economy. India can help here, and Hasina has come with clear expectations: investment, more trade, and power and energy cooperation. She wants India's support on all these three fronts. Then we come to the sticking points, issues that are holding back this relationship. There's a lot going for it, but there are some sticking points as well. Top of the list is water sharing, more specifically, the stalled Teesta Waters Agreement. The Teesta is a tributary of the Brahmaputra River. It flows through the Indian state of West Bengal into Bangladesh, but it originates in the Himalayas. Dhaka has been seeking a pact to share the waters of the Teesta. Talks have been on for more than 30 years now, but they haven't reached an agreement. Reports say Hasina has been pushing New Delhi for a breakthrough. And before landing here, she said that India should be more generous with water sharing.
It is very sad that we are in a downstream. So water is coming from India. So India should show more broadness, because both the country will be beneficiary. So sometimes our people suffered a lot because of this need of water, especially Teesta. We could not go for harvest and so many problems. It should be solved. But yes, we found that Prime Minister is very, eager to solve this problem, but the problem is in your country. So we hope that it should, it should be solved.
That's the message from Hasina. What about India? India has its own set of concerns. It is worried about the growing attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh. They have shot up dramatically. In fact, I have some data. From 2013 to 2021, there were over 3,600 attacks on the Hindu community in Bangladesh. This year too, we've seen fresh attacks. In July, a temple, some shops and several houses of the Hindu community were vandalized. And this happened over a Facebook post that apparently insulted Islam, which is becoming a bit of a pattern. Rumors of fake posts are often the trigger behind these attacks. Recently, Sheikh Hasina tried to send a message of unity. Last month, she met with leaders of the Hindu community, and here's what she told them. I'm quoting from what she said. We want people of all faiths living with equal rights. You are the people of this country. You have equal rights here. You have the same rights as I have. We have to keep that belief and unity among us. I want this from you all. Hasina will have to give a similar assurance to the Indian leadership. She will meet the Indian Prime Minister tomorrow, and we'll keep track of those developments. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.